Well, let's head to Tanzania now, where Vodacom Tanzania, a subsidiary of South Africa's Vodacom Group, has extended the period for its initial public offering by 3 weeks. Of course, this is to give local investors more time to take part in the share sale. The company plans to raise over $200 million by selling about 560 million shares. It's the country's biggest share sale to date. And here's Lucy Taylor with more from Dar es Salaam.
This is the biggest IPO the Dar Stock Exchange has ever had, so it's being watched very keenly. But it's fair to say that market analysts are concerned that so far it seems to have been undersubscribed. Vodacom was hoping to raise 470 billion Tanzanian shillings. That's about $210 million US. We don't have exact figures, but I've been told that so far it may have raised less than half of that. So people do have concerns. They're reassured that the deadline has been extended, but at the same time I think many analysts are wondering what's going to be different in the next 3 weeks that hasn't managed to convince investors in the last 6 weeks since this IPO first opened. On the other hand, people do think this deal has promise. They do feel optimistic that it might be possible for Vodacom to meet its targets. They say it's important to get the message out to local investors, to convince them to invest in this product, and they also hope that the regulator might change its mind and allow this to be opened up to foreign investors, particularly in East Africa, where there is a big interest in the Tanzanian market. Of course, the Dar Stock Exchange has challenges with liquidity anyway, not just for Vodacom, but for all the products that are due to be listed this year. Telecoms companies have been ordered by the government to register 25% of their shares. Vodacom is the market leader. It's going first, and everybody is watching to see what happens here. But this is a young market. There are only around 200,000 Tanzanians who invest in this market at all. So the companies that will be the most successful are the ones that can convince them that they are the safest bet. Lucy Taylor, CGTN, Dar es Salaam.